everyone, it's Katarina from Dot Desserts. Today I'm trying to figure out what is the best cream cheese for our cream cheese frosting. Since the beginning of Dot Desserts, we've always made our cream cheese frosting with Tofutti's original cream cheese. It's fantastic. It's got a very little aftertaste. It whips up really well. Frosting, once piped, holds its shape really nicely. It forms a nice crystallized outside, and that's all thanks to the partially hydrogenated soybean oil that's in it. Yuck. Well, some people would think it's yuck. Shortening in frosting is actually really helpful because it helps stabilize the frosting. Unfortunately, the original blue Tofutti is no longer produced because of legislation that's been passed that there cannot be hydrogenated oils in food products that are sold, which sucks major. And I need to find a solution, so we're gonna figure that out right now. On the cream cheese front, we're trying Daiya's original cream cheese, a cultured cashew cream cheese, and then we're trying Tofutti's non-hydrogenated cream cheese. Anyways, let's get frosting. I'm gonna start with the control, the amazing original cream cheese frosting. It hardened up really nicely and held its shape while it's staying in the air. A really important thing with cream cheese frosting, especially in a retail space, is that it kind of forms a solid exterior so it doesn't melt all over the place in a hot environment like my studio, which is currently like 30 degrees because of all the lights on. So it did a good job. It's just classically good, as always. It's got a little bit of that cream cheesy tang, but it's not super overpowering. No weird vegan butter oil aftertaste. It's just overall, it's a really delicious and tasty cream cheese frosting. So let's try the Daiya based one. So it's kind of got this weird texture going on. It doesn't look as smooth as the other cream cheese frosting, but it did harden up okay. I have used this cream cheese in the past for icing, and it does melt in a hotter environment, so not really the best, but for some reason it's doing a good job. Let's just try it. It's not bad. It doesn't have the same depth of flavor. Oh, there we go. There's the Daiya aftertaste. If you have ever had Daiya cheese, you know the Daiya taste. I don't know what they use, but there's like a signature taste of all of their cheeses and cream cheeses and products, and it's some like it, some don't. I personally am, but it's, you know, in the frosting it gets masked by all the sugar, so it's not so bad, but yeah, it's still there. Cashew cheese one actually firmed up the most, which is, I'm not shocked by it because the cheese kind of is solid at room temperature a lot more than, say, like a butter or something like that. It's not bad. Let's try it. It's good. Has a cultured cashew cheese taste, which if you know, like I use like a brie or like brie quote unquote, and you know, like even a brie has like a flavor, and so yeah, you can definitely taste at the end that cashew cheese flavor. Like the Daiya, it's masked by the sugar at first, but there is that taste, so it's still really good, especially if you don't want to use a soy-based cream cheese. This is a great option, but it is very pricey to use cashew-based cream cheese in your frosting, so it's not the most cost-effective. So in my opinion, it's good. It's great if you have a soy allergy, but not for me. And the last one, the other Tofutti, the non-hydrogenated new Tofutti. I put in a little bit of hydrogenated oil, but it is holding its shape nicely. It's a little bit softer than the other Tofutti, but still looks pretty good. Nice and glistening. Let's try it. Man, after having like the other two, this is just like so good. It's very similar to the control. Like, actually, I don't even think I can tell the difference. Like, they're both really good. This is weird for me to say, but I might even like the non-hydrogenated Tofutti better. Something about the taste here that's just like not as overpowering. So based on all of the criteria that I've judged these cupcakes on, its pipeability, the way it whips up, the way it sits in the fridge and solidifies and then comes to room temperature, the way it tastes, I have to say Tofutti is still #1 in my heart, but I'm happy to say that the non-hydrogenated Tofutti with a little, you know, Crisco in it is actually really, really great, which makes me so happy because that means I can continue buying non-hydrogenated Tofutti and not have to switch to something like Daiya or a cashew cream cheese. Now, both of them are good in their own right. I'm not going to say they're bad, but they just have different flavors. Textures are the same. They both piped really nicely. They both solidified at room temperature really nicely. They both sat really well in the fridge. The flavors really incorporated well. It's just, you know, there's a little bit too much of an aftertaste for me. Some people might like it, some people don't. Depends if you like the Daiya taste or the cultured cashew taste. I really like the Tofutti, and I think that we're gonna stick with the Tofutti. Thank you so much for joining me in figuring out which cream cheese frosting reigns supreme. I'm really happy that I figured this out with you, and I hope that this inspires you and helps you in your journey of making a cream cheese frosting for whatever dessert that you decide to make. If you like this video and you want to stay up to date with everything Dolled Up Desserts, you know what to do. Please hit that subscribe button and stay up to date with all of our new latest videos and releases. And if you do decide to use cream cheese frosting in any of your treats, a red velvet cake would be a great option. Please tag us at Dolled Up Desserts Baking on social media so we can share your delicious icing with everybody. Thanks for watching!